They're so.
I know it's early on Friday, but we have a full 3-day packed extravaganza for you. So let me hear you again. Are you ready?
I think 75?
You pump them up. You get them louder than 75%.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you very confidently, Bernie, to take your right hand and then smack it against your left hand as hard as you can in a repeating
I'll give you props for that one. That was pretty good. So we have all the guests in the back here. They're about ready to come out here, introduce themselves, have some fun with the crowd. So we're gonna start by getting Councillor Scott McKean up here, and he has a couple words for you. Give him a hand.
Thank you so much, and I just want to welcome any visitor from out of town to Edmonton. I'm really thrilled to be here. It's not exactly an area of my expertise, but as a sci-fi and fantasy fan, that's all I read actually. I feel sort of associated with this, and I'm really thrilled. And I got to tell you, we have a number of geeks on Edmonton City Council, starting with the Mayor Don Iveson and Andrew Knack, who's another nerd on council. And I got to tell you, I was a journalist for 24 years in Edmonton, and my favorite stories were when I got to write about people who were really, really, really into something specific, kind of obsessed about it. And it's people like you and events like this that add character and color and vibrancy to cities. So I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to thank the organizers of this 22nd Animethon, and I just hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
All right, and we actually have our Japanese consulate, yes. Give a hand for Yuzo Yoshioka.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad I see so many cosplayers today for the first time in Canada. I'm very pleased to join you for the most popular anime convention in Alberta, the 22nd Animethon. I'd like to thank the organizers of Animethon for the promotion of anime, an important pillar of Japanese pop culture. It is a national strategy to promote Japanese pop culture and Japanese food abroad as Japan's soft power. I am personally a big fan of anime and manga. I belong to the first generation that saw Japanese anime live. My first encounter with anime was Astro Boy. It broadcast on TV in 1963 when I was 3 years old. It drew most Japanese children in front of the television every week when I was 3 years old. And I was one of them. Since then, I have continued watching and reading many anime and manga. In the last 50 years, so many interesting anime and manga have been published. My favorite manga are those written by Naoki Urasawa, Kuruto, and Yawara, were anime films produced by anime director Hayao Miyazaki, Lupin the Third, The Castle of Cagliostro, and the Nausicaa, the Barrier of the Wind. In fact, the newest volume of the manga, Attack on Titan, was released in Japan today. It released today, so I will download it to my iPad when I return home to Calgary. The attendance for Animethon has been steadily increasing, demonstrating that the convention has a bright future, and I look forward to its continued success. I wish you all a memorable event. Thank you very much.
All right, and I have a very nice pleasure of introducing one of the organizers for a very amazing organization, a charity organization called Extra Life. They host a 24-hour video gaming marathon to raise money for the Stollery Children's Hospital. So please give a hand for Raman. He's going to give a little speech about Extra Life.
Hello, everybody. So who here has heard about Extra Life before? Awesome. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know who we are a 24-hour charity marathon that raises money for the Stollery Children's Hospital. At Animethon, last year our goal was about $50,000. We raised just under 60, with about 140 to 50 people crammed into a hall at Northlands to all game together. This year our goal is 60 flat, so we're hoping to actually raise around 70 and get about 200 people to cram into that hall and all game together. At Animethon this year, we're running tournaments in room 7187 for Animethon anime-themed games like Persona, Guilty Gear, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter, of course. And we'll be giving out prizes to the winners, things like giant stuffed Pikachus, Dragon Age art books that are worth a pretty penny, as well as some swag bags that are kind of secret. So if you want to get involved with Extra Life, if you want to donate, fundraise, or volunteer, or you just want to play in some tournaments and win some prizes, head to room 7187, ask the crew there about Extra Life, and sign up, hopefully. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have one of our biggest guests. However, I've been told they need to hear a very round of applause. I instructed you earlier, take your right hand and then repeatedly hit against your left hand to clap. Our next guest is a very wonderful band by the name of Flow. So let's hear Guys, I said the biggest. That was at 70. I want you to break it. I want you to go to 110. So let's hear it.
Hi everybody! We are Flow! Right, this is the first time in Edmonton. We are very happy to be here. Right, we will enjoy performing tonight. Let's get moving together, alright? 初めてのエドモントンみんなと楽しんでいきたいなと思います。それでは今夜会いましょう。See you tonight. Thank you!
We'll have a great time tonight. See you tonight!
All right, let's hear another big round of applause for our musical guest, Flo. And as they said, they do have a concert tonight at 8 p.m., so definitely be sure to check that out. It's going to be an awesome time. But now we're going to get on to another guest that we have for you today. It is going to be Josh Greeley.
What's up, Canada? This is my first time ever to be here in the country, outside the U.S., anything like that, and I was actually kind of nervous, but my friend Rachel, who's been here dozens of times, said, "Oh, Canada's lovely. It's like the U.S., but polite and clean." And so far, that's been absolutely true, so thank you all very much for having us here. We're very, very excited. Some shows you might know me from, Kenichi the Mind's Disciple, play Kenichi, Bakken Test Akihisa Yoshi, Psycho Pass, Ginoza. I'm also the narrator and the voice of Armin Arlert in Attack on Titan. Really looking forward to get to know all you guys this weekend. Looking forward to a lot of fun times, and I will be trying to go into the card game room to own some people at Magic, so please come and play me. And if you brought your 3DS, please come find me, because I need puzzle pieces.
next, we have another voice actor. Let's give it up for Christine Marie Cabanos.
Hi guys, how are you? This is my first time in Edmonton, so I'm really excited. I heard there's a really big mall here with a water park inside. I'm gonna go there right after this. Okay, so some of the shows you might know me from, I'm Madoka in Madoka Magica. I'm Squid Girl in Squid Girl. I'm Silica from Sword Art Online. Shammy from Blue Exorcist. Bongo from Kill la Kill. And most recently, I've been announced as Sailor Saturn from Sailor Moon. Autographs and panels all weekend. Please come and say hi. I'm excited to meet you all. Bye!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm up here twice. One of our co-hosts had a bit of a problem mispronouncing this one. Let's give it up for Sarah Williams.
Sarah Williams. You know me as Jinx from League of Legends. I guess I'm done then. I'm also Sayaka Miki in Madoka Magica. And No Jakuzare from Kill la Kill. So, it's first time in Edmonton, second time in Canada in like 3 weeks. But Canada's kind of awesome, and I really like it here. And first Animethon, so thanks for having me.
All right, yes, as Tom did explain, I had a hard time pronouncing that last guest. But yes, give another hand for Sarah Williams. And now, it gives me pleasure to bring out Carrie Kiernan.
Hi! Oh my gosh, there's so many people here. That's so exciting. I'm Carrie Kiernan. I'm from Los Angeles. You know me as Satsuki from Kill la Kill. That's right. Mommy in Madoka Magica. Have some tea later. And Casca in Berserk and Lux in League of Legends. The final round for that tournament this weekend, so that's going to be really, really crazy, and we're probably going to do a terrible job. So please tune in. And I have a Tales of panel and a Berserk panel, and please come to our Madoka La Kill panel tomorrow. It's going to be awesome.
Up next, we have a man who needs no introduction. It's Brendan Hunter.
I'm not sure whether to be flattered. Or insulted. Exactly. For those of you that can't hear mumbling, I'm Brendan Hunter. You might know me as Oob from Dragon Ball GT, Tien from Dragon Ball, Hunter x Hunter. I play Hisoka. It's my second time at Animethon, and it's such a pleasure to come back here. It's a wonderful convention, and probably, I would say, the best attendees of any convention in North America? All right, we'll see you over the weekend. Love y'all. Yes, Brendan Hunter is a very self-conscious mic dropper. He made sure not to piss off the sound techs by actually dropping the mic on the floor. But now, let's bring out Jamie Marquis.
Hi. I just heard you guys were the best attendees in all of North America. No pressure, but now you kind of have to live up to that, so yay. Hi guys, I'm Jamie Markey. If you have a program, there's a schedule in there. I will be doing things this whole weekend. So look at those and come to the things. I've been in things that you know, So come support those things. Thank you guys. Hope to see you all around.
There's three steps there. 3.
There are 5 in my head for some reason. Don't look at me like that. I'm already embarrassed enough in front of these people.
Yeah, just think about our show later tonight. You'll be a lot more embarrassed. But talking about our shows for tonight, the next guests are...
The 404s!
Yes, we are the 404s. We are an improv comedy group. We have a lot of shows for you this weekend. We have, oh man, they all came up. This is only about maybe half of the cast this year. We grew, we expanded. Yes, thank you. So we're just going to talk a little bit about the shows that we have for this weekend. We have tonight the 18 plus Last Man Standing show.
It's based on a wonderful card game you all might know and love called Cards Against Humanity. So, yeah, like I think 4
maybe
people.
about 4 people.
Yeah, 4 people.
Before, yeah. Yeah, what else do we have this weekend, guys?
We've got Anime Celebrity Jeopardy coming up this weekend. Yeah. We've also got our fan service fun show, and we've got the missing episode of Dragon Ball Super this weekend.
And as well as a mystery anime that we have no idea what we're going to do because you're going to choose it for us at the beginning of the show. So be prepared to be disappointed.
Yeah, set their expectations really high there, Ryan.
I don't like to disappoint, so bar's over here. That way you step over it.
That actually, you know what? That might work because I can barely handle stairs.
But anyways, yes, thank you. We're the 404s. Everybody else, get the heck out of here.
What?
Brina.
Don't leave me. May I introduce to you our last voice actor for today's show, Brianna Polinsky. That wasn't even close to right.
I don't know if I've ever heard my name butchered that much. It's actually Brina Palencia. So yeah, I'm a voice actress. I played Ciel in Black Butler. I played Holo in Spice and Wolf, Mad Max and a bunch of other stuff, and I sing and stuff, so you should come to my panels and talk to me or whatever, I guess. That'd be cool. All right, bye!
Kind of need a microphone there.
I would first like to apologize for my stupidity. Second, I'd like to apologize for my lack of athletic ability. 3, I'd like to celebrate because I walked up the stairs twice. All right, now we have another big one. We have a cosplayer. Oh, no, wait, it's better. He's a famous cosplayer, too. Let's give it up for Louis!
Hi. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Louis from Philippines, and I'm very happy to be here. Oh, my first time. Oh my gosh. And I hope to see you later, and let's have fun. Lots of selfies, okay? Bye-bye.
We had a list. We had a list this entire time, and you've been making me memorize the names.
Yeah, because it's funnier that way, isn't it?
So are we like a family of the 404s, or are we more like that really horrible abusive family that just picks on one person a day?
That's like my regular family, so yeah.
Wonderful, kind and loving family we seem to have.
Wait, are you excited for the guest lineup this year?
It's a good lineup.
They went all out for the 22nd year of Animethon, so let's give the organizers, the chairmen, the volunteers, the staff a big round of applause.
Right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand.
In a repeated fashion.
Yeah, I think they're finally figuring out how to clap.
All right, so we've been told to stall just a little bit because our lovely chairman of ASAP, president of ASAPA, has an actual special surprise for everybody, but they're running a little bit behind. So in the meantime, what shall we do for the audience? What would you like us to do on stage? Okay. I heard strip quite a bit.
You know what? I think we can manage that in a couple of hours.
Yes, we do have an 18+ show for that later, but I think we've stalled long enough. Let's give the chairman of Animethon, Brian Kennedy, and the president of ASAPA, Vlad, up on stage right now.
Well, how's everyone doing this morning? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. For closing ceremonies. All right, well, on behalf of ASAPA first, thank you for coming, and the board of ASAPA, actually, I should be thinking, thank you for coming. Please, the board orders you to have lots of fun this weekend.
Andrew!
Sure, that too. All right, so before we get into some things, who's seen our little plushie? Well, the little story behind him is, and I think Animethon 14, was it?
Yeah, about 14. When we had
14.
that nice picture on the guidebook with the dragon, everyone loved that.
And ever since then, he's been appearing through all our literature and artwork. So he's kind of been the unofficial mascot of ASAPA. Well, guess what? Between all of you right here, we are going to christen him the official mascot of ASAPA.
And by the way, we have a plushie now.
Yes.
I think they're all gone now, aren't they?
Yes, I think they're all gone.
Can I have that one?
Can you have that one? No, he's mine.
You already claimed them. But there's a chance we might have some later this weekend.
So if you do want the official mascot of ASAPA, you have to go buy one. Okay, enough of the sales pitch.
Sure. Okay, so everyone's here, which is good. It's actually Friday now. It feels like Saturday, but it's actually Friday. Well, for us, it feels like Sunday.
Who is excited about some of our events here? Who's excited about our concert Flow? We are awesome and so privileged to have them. How about cosplay?
He's just going through a list. Keep going.
How about first time ever Mates Cafe? A&B's. How about every single, and how about the orchestra on Sunday? Are you guys, this is going to be awesome. This is the first time we're doing that. We are very excited about that too.
And scared.
It's scary. And all our guests, make sure you attend their panels. We want to show them an awesome time and appreciation for coming out. They're very talented, and you might actually learn something too in the process, because we are on an education institute after all.
Yeah, they learn how to line up faster.
And lastly, just some housekeeping rules, those things called policies.
Yeah, there's just a few of them. We've actually tweaked them this year, so if you haven't seen them lately, you should take a look. They're in your guidebooks. And we've tried to make it a little shorter and a lot easier to understand. So we're hoping. And actually, there's one other piece of information. On your inserts, there's actually a phone number. We now have a text info line. Yeah, we're trying this year, so we're a little shaky on it. Just give us a little time to work it out. But if you have questions, you can give them a text, and they'll get an answer to you.
Now they may not be able to answer questions like who created anime and stuff like that, but
let's focus based on the event.
that's it. Or the sky is blue. Yeah. All right, and so we have a very action-packed weekend. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, please make sure you abide by the policies. It's for everyone's safety, and please respect this facility. It's been very nice to us. We have been here for 22 years.
And actually, I think the facility has been here for 23 years, so we're like the longest running customer.
There you go. And one other last note is, make sure, please, if you have any garbage, please put it in the garbage bins. We really appreciate that. We want to keep everything clean. And lastly, what I want to mention is, since we are on Animethon 22, it's come to my sad attention that I didn't start technically Animethon 22 because I kind of left in between, but I started the club that started Animethon, and I did the pre-events to Animethon, was involved in that. So sadly, I can't say I'm the father of Animethon, but I'm one of the grandfathers, which kind of makes me feel old.
We all get there.
There you go. So enjoy, have fun, and shake hands with a fellow staff member, but not too hard.
And of course, if you have any other friends, they're welcome to come.
And of course, lastly, as it's been said, but we have to say it again, we thank all our volunteers and staff for all the fantastic work they do and the dedication. This is a labor of love. If we weren't up here and there was somebody to replace us, hint, hint, we would be sitting down there. Right, Brian?
Yeah. Well, actually, that would imply we actually woke up early enough to get here.
So have fun.